Guys, welcome back to my channel. Unfortunately, this is only going to be the eyes. For some reason, my camera kept cutting off. I was so annoyed, but at least I got the eyes, right? And of course, you guys know Bryce is going to be in the background. But whatever, let's just jump right into it. So I'm going in with my duo glue, and I'm going to use that first. I know usually I'll go in with that last, but I did just want to give it a try again just to see if this is going to be a new technique of mine or not. Then I'm taking the Benefit Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5, and I'm just going to start filling in her hairs. So far I like this method. It's just you have to work really fast. The glue will dry down and get really tacky, and it'll be hard for you to fill in the brows. But overall, it wasn't too bad. I'm just concerned about after I put the powder on, is the powder gonna, like, you know, stick to the brows and, like, you know, because it's glue. I don't know. That's why I usually use it last. Then I'm going to take my Too Faced concealer in the shade Warm Sand and Cookie, and I'm just going to carve her brows. Like always, I'm going to be dropping that concealer down to the eyelids because I will be using it as a primer for my eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take my Accosmetics powder in the shade No Shine, and I'm just going to lightly set that concealer and get prepped for the eyeshadow. I'm just going to take my Accosmetics translucent powder, not translucent, I think it's a No Shade, and then I'm just going to lightly set that and get prepared for the eyeshadow. I'm going in with my Bolive palette. This is the new Persuasion palette, or Precision, I don't forget the name. But I will have all of that in the description box below, and I'm just taking that on the outer corners and slightly bringing that into the inner corners. This is going to be my transition shade. I wanted this brown to be really pigmented, so I'm just going to keep packing it to my liking. I'm taking a darker brown shade, and y'all, I really think I used my Juvias Place Warrior 2 palette. I don't think I used the Bolive yet. Anywho, I took the second shade in the Juvias Place palette, which is like a dark brown, and I'm just using that on the outer corners. I'm not bringing that in. I'm literally just keeping it on the outer corners. Then I'm going back in with the same brush I used for my transition shade. I didn't pick up more product, but I'm just using that shade to blend out the brown, so it can all look nice and seamless and not like the brown is just sitting on top of that transition. Now I'm going in with a small fluffy brush, and I'm taking the black shade in the Juvias palette, and I'm just focusing that on the outer parts of her eyelid. Not her eyelid, her eyes. I'm going back in with that Too Faced concealer, and I'm just going to start cutting her crease. I'm really just going to take my time with this and try to really get my shaping right and make sure that both of the eyes look as identical as possible. So yeah, take your time, ladies, especially if you're just at home practicing. Take your time. Now I'm going to take my small Real Techniques brush. It's a concealer brush, and I'm just going to pat that cut crease in. I'm basically just wiping off any extra concealer and making sure that it's dried out and ready for the next shade. If you skip this step, it can go one of two ways. Your concealer could be too wet and you try to put eyeshadow on top of it and it'll just stick and not blend out, or the concealer will be too wet and it'll just space out everywhere and it'll look like a big mess. Now I'm just going back in with those brushes that I used before just to make sure the concealer and the eyeshadow meet and it's not too harsh, because I did want this to be super soft. Now, the best part of the whole video, now I'm going on my Bolive palette and I'm taking those two pink shades, you know, those famous pink shades, and I'm just patting that on her lid. You see the brush I'm using? It's like a small fluffy brush. This is perfect if you want a soft cut crease. If you want a harsh cut crease, I recommend a different type of brush, but this brush is going to help you blend those edges. So all I have to do literally is pat it on. I don't have to go in and blend it or anything. It's literally just going right up in there. Y'all see that? So I've seen a lot of the girls doing this step, taking the white eyeshadow and putting it in the inner corner, and I kind of wanted to give it a go. I wasn't too crazy about it. You definitely need to blend it more, but I was just totally fine with the pink itself. This step was totally not needed, but you can do it if you like. And then I'm just going to go back and forth and make sure that, you know, it's not sitting on top of each other. Everything is blended out smooth and given an airbrush feeling. Going back in with that pink just in case anything got lost. You know, sometimes when you're blending out too much, it'll just get lost, and I wanted it to really pop. Now I'm going in with my NYX Epic Wear liner in the shade Black. Trying to do liner on camera is like so hard for me because I'm usually up in my client's face, but I didn't want to block it, but I still ended up blocking anyway. But like, it's really hard to do, so bear with me. I'm going in with the white Epic Wear liner from NYX, and I'm going over top of that black. If you mess up the white, you go back in with the black. If you mess up the black, you go back in with the white, and you're gonna go back and forth a lot unless you get it the first try. Kudos to you, but basically that's what you do. But you have to wait until it is at least a little bit dry, because if you don't, it'll just go in with each other and then it'll be like gray. Anywho, I ended up loving the way that liner came out, how the white just synced into the black. I fell in love. I was like, oh nah, that's fire. So I tried to do the other thing. I tried to do that on the other eye. Yeah. Bear with me, guys. I was like, nah, that looks dope. And I like that it didn't take so much from the pink. Like the white on top all the way kind of took so much from the pink. I feel like maybe it's just me, I don't know. But when I did that, I fell in love, and boom, I did it as much as I knew how to. Oh, I love y'all, right? And I know I would never put out half content, but this is where the camera totally just stopped. I tried to continue 3 different times and it literally got nowhere. So I am so sorry guys, but this will be the finished look. That's all my camera got. Everything else will be in the description box, I promise. I went in with Nars foundation in the shade Macao. This came out so pretty. I was so mad. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this good content just got deleted like that. It just didn't even record. It wasn't even deleted, it just didn't even record. I'm so sorry, y'all. If you guys want, I will do her face again. But I'm definitely coming out with more videos. So like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow my Instagram, social media. Keep up with me. There will be more looks coming. Wow, roses, roses, roses. I'm throwing roses. Beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. For real, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on everything to keep up.